Quay quay.
Bonjour. Hi there.
My name is Marilyn Simon Ingram.
And my name is Nicole.
Parks Canada is working to assess the status of the American eel in Atlantic Canada, aided by partnerships with other federal departments, universities, and in particular Aboriginal communities.
Over the last few years, both scientific data and video footage was gathered in an effort to raise Canadians' awareness on the natural, historic, and cultural importance of the American eel.
Parks Canada wishes to gather the Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal perspectives on the eel's life history and conservation efforts. The American eel is an extraordinary species that brings so much fascination.
Marilyn, excuse me, but it's not everybody that shares our love of eels.
It is because they don't know enough about them, even though they have been historically important to the Mi'kmaq
and the Acadian for hundreds of years
and thousands more.
In an attempt to involve youth directly as participants to discover this extraordinary species, Marilyn and I have decided to go knock on the door of a couple dynamic and involved teachers.
Mrs. Joanne Adorian of the Elsipogtog First Nation School
and Madame Giggled at l'école Marée Montante in Saint-Louis-de-Cannes. So let's go first to Miss Adorian's class in Elsipogtog First Nation School. You'll do the talking, I'll do the filming.
So what I want to do is get a story from somebody. Do we have a volunteer?
My dad caught one with a spear. It had rope on it, so my dad just threw it at the fish and then pulled the rope up.
Oh, nice. Did he catch big ones, little ones?
Medium ones.
Medium ones. Do you know anybody that went eel fishing?
I went fishing before.
You went eel fishing. Tell me about your experience.
Well, me and my friend Adriana, we were running around outside. Her dad was fishing. When we went down to the shore, we thought he caught a boot, but it was an eel, and he reeled it in, and it was an eel. He put it on the shore, and he tried killing it or something, for we can see the inside of it. And so when he opened it, it was gross. We could see all its insides and everything.
Long time when I was with my prepare, me and him went eel fishing, and we used it spears. Like he cut a hole on the top, and we put the line and we throw, and when it was like a whole pack of eels. We throw them in the water and catch them, and we cook them. And after we go bring the skin to this guy, and he made the cast and all that with the eel skin.
I was like 11 when I went eel fishing, and we caught, we went with my silly shield and my uncle Dan and my mom. We all went eel fishing, and then all of a sudden there was this eel on my silly shield's rod, and she started to pull it in, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's an eel!" She was like, "Yeah, reel it in," and I was like, "All right." I reeled it in. It's like that big, and then we threw it back in, and then we got another one, and then she caught another one. She was like, "Oh my God, it's another eel again!" And then she's like, "Here, really? I'm scared of those." And then she caught like 5 of them that night. And that's all.
And now, let's go to Madame Guillet's class in St. Louis at
L'école Marée Montante.
and this time, you'll do the talking and I'll do the filming.
Histoire à raconter? Oui! Tout le monde, qu'est-ce qu'il y a une histoire à raconter là? Au moins une.
Ma mère, avant, il y avait 2 ponts pour aller à Kelly Beach. Elle allait se baigner au 2e pont. Puis, elle s'est rencontrée face à face avec un anguille. Puis, elle croyait que c'était une serpent. Puis, elle a peur des serpents. Puis, elle a dit c'est le plus vite que j'ai jamais déroulé de ma vie.
C'est mon arrière-grand-père pêchait de l'anguille. C'est mon arrière-grand-père qui a inventé les scènes rondes pour pêcher de l'anguille. Puis il a pêché longtemps à Miramichi. Ensuite, il a été employé par le gouvernement pour aller montrer aux Mi'kmaq comment fabriquer les scènes rondes. À la maison, ils en mangeaient souvent que de différentes façons. Puis chez nous, on peut encore voir des hommes pêcher de l'anguille à travers la glace. Puis ouais, l'hiver passé, il n'y en a qu'à tomber à travers la glace.
Il avait pêché, il pensait qu'il avait pris une gros, il tirait tout seul gros. Puis il était tout excité, puis c'était naïf.
Ton grand-père, il pouvait en pogner. Comment tu t'as dit que ton grand-père?
125 d'un tout.
Longtemps passé? Quand il était jeune. Puis ton père, lui, quand il était jeune?
40.
Puis toi?
Tu t'es changé dans 25 trous et tu peux en prendre une.
Quand mon grand-père était jeune, parfois il pêchait la nuit au flambeau. Il fabriquait un panier avec de la bouchure d'enclos. Ensuite, avec ses amis, il ramassait dans les bois des vieilles racines et du bois gommi pour brûler dans le panier. Ça faisait un beau feu. Il pouvait voir dans le fond pour les anguilles. Dans son temps, il pêchait avec une giggled qu'il fabriquait lui-même.
Eel spearing has been a traditional activity for so many years, but eels being fished commercially are caught with nets.
How about we bring both classes down to the Kouchibouguac River and they can watch Rialto said a commercial fisherman catching his eels.
And maybe he could bring his catch by the shore for all the children to see eels up close.
Now that would be interesting.
Got a bunch of them. Look at them. We're just
Comment ça fait longtemps que tu pêches le longuille?
Ça fait 43 ans.
Are there certain times of year to go fishing for eels?
Yes, there's some, mostly in the spring and in the fall. So it's better in the fall than the spring.
Whew, that was great!
I was a bit surprised that most students had never tasted eels before.
It's a good thing that we had asked the ladies at the cafeteria to prepare boiled and fried eel for everyone to taste.
Most of the children enjoyed tasting eels.
But a few preferred pizza. But one thing for sure is everybody enjoyed your stories and legends, Marilyn.
Is now you're here learning about all the things that could happen, and you're trying to make a difference. I want to live forever. Foolscap says, is that all? No. I want to stay like I am. I want to be powerful medicine. I want no man to take my life. I want to live forever. He was turned into a big cedar tree. And they say that to this day, he still lives out there. No man's taken his life because no one knows where that island is. And they each got their bowls and brought them back. And they all had soup and everybody sat together and they ate together. And that's how stone soup was first invented. They all pitched in together, right?
Yeah.
And everybody helped to make
Stone soup.
So because everybody helped, then that meant everybody got to eat, right?
Yeah.
So it's what's called a community work. Everybody in the community working together. And you know, today, it's what we made.
Stone soup.
Stone soup. If we work together to take care of the eels, that means we can achieve something, right? And it's not just the eels that we have to take care of, we take care of all of nature together, right?
In fact, they liked your story about stone soup so much that when the Elsipogtog class hosted the St. Louis class, they served stone soup.
And they made Luscanigan too.
De la panique. And they enjoyed the visit of Joe Clare, who came to talk about his scientific work and traditional knowledge. He's another great storyteller.
These here are for winter, meaning you cut a hole in the ice, and there's a big hole. Now the eels sleep in the wintertime in the mud, about 6 inches about that high from the top. So if you want to catch eels, you cut a hole in the ice with a big hole like this, and then you start to just go around in a circle. Once you hit the eel, you lift it up out of the ice.
And I'm sure there's a lot of great storytellers in the making in Elsipogtog and St. Louis.
Seriously, when I saw it, I was like, woo! It was so cool. I mean, until I finally got through, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hold this one. Slip! Oh yeah, she told me that they're gonna slip. Slip! And then I see Shirley holding it. I was like, in my head, how is she doing that? I'm trying to skin. I finally got it, and it was like so strong, and I was like, uh-oh, it's gonna fall, let's go. I fell in the pot.
It was really interesting listening to the children share all their stories. They were all so enthused and excited about their knowledge about the American eel.
Marilyn, this is so interesting. Digging through archives of Kouchibouguac National Park, I found the scripts of audio recordings dating back from 1983.
They have a recording of the late Joseph Francis from Elsipogtog, formerly known as Big Cove.
I wonder if he passed on his knowledge to his children and grandchildren.
I'm pretty sure he did, Nicole. Let's track down one of his descendants.
Let's go.
My first experience was with my grandfather.
Can you give us your grandfather's name?
My grandfather's name is Joseph William Francis. They call him Joe Dada. All his life he did fishing, hunting, making baskets.
In the winter time, we make the baskets all winter, and we shipped all the kin, and the largest shipment time there was 70 dozen.
But we also did eel fishing, spearing eels. And I can remember as a kid going eel fishing with him. Once you see the eel, you have to spear, and then I'm in the back, watching my grandfather. So I'm looking up in this area, and I see this eel, and I thought it was a snake. And my grandfather laughing at me, I was just a little kid, you know. I had rubber boots on, you know. And I could just see those eels crawling around my boots. And I'm thinking, we're gonna eat that? And he said, yeah, we're gonna eat that. And he showed me an easy way to clean an eel. Take the sand, rub it on the tail. You could use your feet. And it comes right open. I had it on a fire. And I'm like, I didn't want to eat it, but I said, I gotta try it. And when I tried it, it was good. I loved it. My grandfather, before he died, he told me, never forget. You probably have a question about like an eel or something like that. I'll go ask an elder now, because they know a lot about these waters, right?
The eel has been culturally important to the Aboriginal people since time immemorial as food source for spiritual, ceremonial, and medicinal purposes.
Parks Canada, Aboriginal communities, universities, and 2 grade 6 classes are working together to learn more about this exceptional species.
You can help protect this species by learning more about it at
www.parkscanada.gc.ca
and americaneel.ca
ou encore anguilledamerique.ca. Thank you for taking an interest in the American eel.
Merci, à la prochaine.
Well, Alan,